I'm going to try to make this quick. I just want to talk about policy. This is the jumping off point I'm using. Forney City Hall, James Freeman. He saw this sign, no cell phone use at the front counter. He went and thought, A, that doesn't reference any statute or ordinance, so it's not valid. B, apparently HR was promulgating this, and so he wanted to talk to them. C, he wanted to see the policy. And D, he claimed that policies had to be in writing. And he pretty much whiffed on every single count. This is the Texas Constitution, Article 11. This deals with cities, and there's nothing in here that says that cities can't have policies for their public buildings, that those policies have to be in writing, or that they have to show people those policies. There's nothing in here that says that. Same thing for the Texas Local Government Code. Nothing in here says that they have to do any of those things. This is Texas Local Government Code 282.001. It says a home rule municipality has exclusive control over and under the public grounds of the municipality. If you think that Forney isn't a home rule municipality, it is. But if you think it isn't, then general law cities also have exclusive control over the public grounds. The city charter of Forney states, first of all, that it is a home rule municipality. Just in case you were wondering, this is the home rule charter for the city of Forney, Texas. In this, they do create the position of city manager. The city manager, this is Article 4, city administration. They give the city manager the power to direct and supervise the administration of all departments, offices. The city hall is probably an office. And agencies of the city, except as otherwise provided by law or this charter. And that does give him the power to create policy. The reason why I say this is because if you look at the language, city manager has the power to direct and supervise the administration of all departments. That's pretty reminiscent of Article 2, Section 1 of the U.S. Constitution. From this sentence, the executive power shall be invested in a president of the United States of America. From that sentence, the Supreme Court held that the president can make executive orders, and those executive orders have the force of law. Treaties, statutes, and the U.S. Constitution preempt executive orders. But other than that, executive orders are the law of the land. So they overrule any, or they preempt any state law or state constitution, local ordinance, whatever. So that said, it is very probable that the city manager has the power to do it. If you think that they have to show you the policy, just remember the 2018 DHS memo. That is for official use only. It is not for dissemination. I know we got a copy of it, and that's great and everything, but there was no law saying they had to disseminate it. There's no law saying that they couldn't act according to that policy without showing people that policy, etc., etc., etc. There's no enabling statute anywhere that says that the FPS can make policies. It's just an inherent kind of thing. Now, as far as First Amendment protection, this sign appears to be a conduct regulation. Does it impact the First Amendment rights? Very minimally. So it would be a rational basis test. Is there a reasonable government objective in this? Yes, they want to minimize the time wasted of this receptionist. They want to move people along if there's a line of people. They don't want somebody at the front of the line talking on the phone for 20 minutes trying to figure out what they're supposed to ask the receptionist. So the penalty for it, there's no fine, there's no jail time. The penalty for it is if you're on the phone, you'll be asked to step away until the conversation's over. You may lose your place in line. That's not a big deal. You won't be cited. There's nothing on your criminal record, nothing like that. So it's just a policy. If you do escalate it to the point where you're causing a disturbance, they will most likely trespass you. There's probably a policy on when and how they can trespass somebody. Trespass is a statute, but there's probably a city policy on when and who can trespass people from public buildings. And no, they probably don't have to show you that either. So I hope I've made this clear. Policy is not law. In this case, this is not a law, and there's nothing that prevents the city from making this policy or from enforcing this policy. And there's also nothing preventing the city from trespassing you if you choose to not abide by the policy. Thanks for watching. Happy auditing, and have a great Saturday.